What if I told you that within the next 7 days, the course of your life, perhaps even the fate of the world itself, could shift in ways you never expected? That a hidden force, long written about in ancient texts, is now converging with modern events, creating a turning point unlike any we have seen before? Most people won't be ready, but those who understand what's coming will stand at the edge of a profound transformation. And here's the real question. Are you awake enough to see the signs? If you've ever felt that strange pull, an intuition, a gut feeling that something massive is about to unfold, type in the comments, "I can feel it coming." Let's see how many of us are sensing the same truth. And before we go deeper, like this video, not just because it helps the channel, but because this message needs to reach those who are meant to hear it before it's too late. Now, listen carefully. The next few minutes will reveal something you were never meant to know. An ancient warning, hidden across civilizations, whispered in prophecies, and now playing out before our eyes. It's happening this week, and it will hit everyone. The question is, will you be caught off guard, or will you be one of the few who sees beyond the illusion? Let's begin. Throughout history, there have been moments when the world seemed to stand at the edge of something vast, an invisible hand shifting reality itself. The fall of empires, the rise of visionaries, and the sudden unexplained turns of fate, all pointing to patterns written long before our time. Ancient civilizations understood this. The Mayans, the Egyptians, the Sumerians, they all spoke of cosmic cycles, hidden forces that dictate the flow of human destiny. In the Vedic scriptures, it is called Kaila, the great turning of time. In Greek philosophy, it was Ananke, the unbreakable force of necessity. And in esoteric traditions, it is known as the Great Convergence, a moment when everything shifts, when those attuned to the deeper currents of reality either rise or are swept away. And now, we are entering one of these moments. The ancients warned us that certain weeks, certain days, hold more weight than others, times when energies converge, choices amplify, and unseen doors open or close forever. This week is one of them. But here's the part they never told you. These moments don't just happen randomly. They are part of a sacred rhythm, a pattern hidden in the architecture of time itself. Some call it fate, others call it prophecy. But those who truly understand know that it is neither. It is a test of awareness, a test of choice, a test of will. Because in the coming days, something will happen that forces you to decide. It might be a personal revelation, a global event, a shift so subtle that most will overlook it. But those who are awake will recognize it for what it is, a doorway, a moment where two paths diverge, one leading deeper into the illusion, the other pulling you towards something greater. And here's the truth. Most will be blind to it. They will continue their days as if nothing is happening, oblivious to the forces shaping their future. But you are here, you feel it, and that means you have a choice. But before we go deeper, before we uncover exactly what is happening and how to navigate it, you must understand why this knowledge has been hidden for so long. Let's go further. There is a reason most people live their lives trapped in an endless cycle, repeating the same mistakes, following the same routines, and wondering why nothing ever changes. The truth is, they are caught in the veil, a carefully woven illusion designed to keep them asleep. Ancient mystics, secret societies, and the most powerful philosophers of history all spoke of this veil. In Hinduism, it is Maya, the grand illusion that deceives the mind. In Gnostic texts, it is the archonic trap, a system designed to keep humanity ignorant of its true potential. Even in modern science, physicists question whether we live in a simulation, a programmed reality meant to keep us blind to the deeper truths. And right now, this veil is thinning. The week ahead carries a unique, energetic shift, one that disrupts the usual patterns of control. That's why you may have felt uneasy lately. Strange synchronicities, odd coincidences, a feeling that something is trying to get your attention. Because it is. The ancients described moments like these as awakenings, not in the way mainstream spirituality portrays them, but as true ruptures in reality. Windows of opportunity where those who are aware can break free, and those who are not fall deeper into the illusion. The choice you must make. Here's what's about to happen. Over the next 7 days, your subconscious will be tested. Small events, interactions, and decisions will carry more weight than usual. Pay close attention. The way you react will determine whether you stay in the cycle or step beyond it. Ever had a moment where life seemed to be sending you a message? A number that keeps appearing, a phrase you keep hearing, or an old memory resurfacing for no reason? These are not random. They are messages from the unseen, guiding you toward the choice you must make. But here's the danger. Most people ignore these signs. They dismiss them as coincidences, missing their opportunity to wake up. And when the veil resets, when the energy of this week passes, they fall back asleep. Will you? Or will you recognize what is happening and use this moment to shift your life forever? Because the next phase of this revelation will uncover something even more unsettling. Let's go, Attention. The forces that shape this reality, the ones who benefit from the illusion, do not want you to wake up. They have spent centuries perfecting a system that keeps humanity distracted, divided, and dependent. They use fear, chaos, and misinformation to maintain control, ensuring that even when a moment of awakening arrives, most people remain too consumed by daily survival to recognize it. But this week, something disrupts their design. Why now? Because certain cosmic alignments, vibrational shifts, and even global events create cracks in the system. The veil thins, the illusion weakens, and those who are truly seeking start to see. This is why so many ancient traditions speak of the Great Divide, a period where two realities form. One path leads deeper into unconsciousness, into a world governed by manipulation and fear. The other leads to something greater, a higher perception, a reclaiming of your inner power. And this week is a crucial fork in that road. The hidden battle for your attention. Right now, everything around you is fighting for your focus. The news floods you with fear. Social media distracts you with meaningless noise. Even people close to you, without realizing it, may try to keep you locked in old patterns. Why? Because the easiest way to control someone is to keep them blind to their own potential. If you've felt drained, restless, or overwhelmed lately, it's not just stress. It's the system trying to keep you asleep. But here's what they don't tell you. The moment you stop reacting, the moment you take control of your focus, you break their grip. This week, something will happen that tries to pull you back into the cycle. A conflict, a distraction, a temptation to fall into old habits. Watch for it. Recognize it for what it is. A test. And the key to passing this test is simple awareness. The moment you become aware of the forces pulling at your mind, they lose their power. You reclaim control. And once you do, an entirely new reality begins to open up. But what happens next? How do you make sure you don't fall back into the illusion? That's where the real transformation begins. Now, let's move to the final piece, the practical steps you must take to break free and use this moment to your advantage. Awareness is the first step. But awareness alone is not enough. If you don't act, if you don't apply this knowledge, the veil will pull you back in. This is why so many people wake up, only to fall asleep again. But you won't, not this time. To truly break free, you must take conscious action during this decisive week. Here's exactly what you need to do. Step 1. Control your attention. Your focus is your greatest weapon, and the system knows it. That's why everything is designed to hijack it. Social media, news cycles, endless distractions. This week, take back control. Set a clear intention every morning. Decide what your focus will be before the world decides for you. Limit exposure to fear-driven content. Ask yourself, is this empowering me or draining me? Practice stillness. Just 10 minutes of silence daily will sharpen your perception. You will notice something strange. As soon as you reclaim your attention, the world will seem different. Patterns will emerge. Hidden messages will become clear. Step 2. Watch for the signs. This week, reality will communicate with you. The universe, the subconscious, the unseen forces, whatever you wish to call it, will send you signals. A repeated number, a symbol, a phrase that keeps appearing. A sudden gut feeling to take a different path. A chance encounter that feels like more than coincidence. These are your keys. They are guiding you toward an opportunity, a revelation, or a choice that will shift your path. Step 3. Break the pattern. If you always react the same way, you will always get the same results. This week, when you face a challenge or temptation to fall back into old habits, pause. Instead of reacting with anger, respond with understanding. Instead of avoiding a decision, face it head-on. Instead of doubting yourself, trust the feeling pulling you forward. Even the smallest change in behavior can create a ripple effect that alters your entire future. Step 4. Align with the shift. This is not about fear. This is about opportunity. Those who recognize the shift and align with it will enter a new phase of growth. Speak your intentions out loud. The spoken word carries energy. Write down your insights. This locks them into reality. Spend time in nature. Disconnect from artificial noise and reconnect with the deeper rhythm of existence. Most importantly, act. This week is not just about knowing. It is about choosing. The final warning. At the end of this week, something will change. Some will emerge stronger, clearer, and more in control of their destiny. Others will miss it completely and continue as if nothing happened. Which will you be? The answer lies in what you do next. Now, let's bring everything together in the conclusion. A week like this does not come often. This is a rare window, one where reality itself shifts, offering you a chance to break free from the patterns that have held you back. Most will ignore it. They will wake up, go through their routines, and remain blind to the deeper forces at play. They will miss the signs. They will continue to live as they always have, trapped in the illusion, unaware of the choice they failed to make. But you are different. You wouldn't still be here if something inside you wasn't already awakening. You feel it. The pull, the shift, the quiet voice inside whispering that this is no ordinary moment. The question is, will you listen? Will you act? Because this week, something will happen. A test, a sign, a fork in the road. When it arrives, you will have a choice, to stay asleep, or to step into a new reality. And when that moment comes, you will remember this message. Now, take action. If you feel the shift, let it be known. Comment below, I am ready for the change. Let's see how many of us are truly awake. And if this message resonated with you, like this video, not just to support the channel, but to ensure this knowledge reaches those who need it before it's too late. Stay aware, stay vigilant, and most of all, be ready, because the next 7 days will change everything.